so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to rename the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, in the home of the
Well, thank you for joining All Pro Racing, the best racing on the internet. We got a $20 cash prize to the winner, thanks to Michelangelo Painting in Phoenix, Arizona, our sponsor tonight. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at All Pro Racing. Joining me, my name is Mike Ellis. Joining me in the booth tonight, Andrew Williams from Australia. Andrew, how you doing out there?
Yes, I'm doing very well, thank you, Mike. Can't wait to get locked and loaded into this Atlanta Motor Speedway 60 lapper with the prize money doubled for tonight, and it's going to be a cracker of a night.
I understand we're starting a new series of 5 races. We do race every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to double the prize money on the 5th race of the series.
Yeah, that's correct. It's shaping up to be a very good series where the drivers are allowed to come in. They don't technically have to be signed up to the league, and everything's been broadcast live. And yeah, money on the line. So let's see it happen.
Well, I tell you what, and it draws a lot of drivers, and that's what I like. Let's get a full house here going. We got a couple minutes left in practice here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Let's take a look at the track. 1.54 miles in length. Our weather is cloudy, 90 degrees, kind of hot out there. Real slight wind out of the north at 2 miles an hour.
Yeah, I think the track for tonight's race is going to be pretty much to perfection. With the drivers dialing their own sets and so forth. The iRacing setup for this race is not bad. A few tweaks here and there on the front end rear track bar can make it definitely work well. And so hopefully we're going to see a lot of close racing. Everyone just needs to watch the restarts, obviously, with the tyre spin, but I think a lot of the drivers have done a few practices on the starts. So yeah, it should be a good race. We've had an hour worth of practice already with these guys, and a lot of these guys, as you know, Mike, are very well experienced in the game, and they understand what they're doing. So I'm ready to get rolling.
Very good. Let's take a look at the practice times. Earl Lateral tops the charts with a 30.01. LG Whaley, we remember him from last week, had a lot of trouble, but he's out here to redeem, and I know this is one of his favorite tracks. He's running second in practice with a 30.09. Michael Hauser rounds out the top three with a 30.1.
Yeah, just by going off those lap times straight away, you're sort of starting to see there's not much from first all the way down to 25th, or at least, sorry, pardon me, down to 22nd. Yeah, there's 8/10ths in there, but you know, when you include drafting and stuff like that, I think it's going to be a very tight race tonight.
And looking forward to open qualifying, which starts here very soon. This is the new format that NASCAR has been using this year in 2014, where the cars go out on the track all together. Now, in the NASCAR real world, they limit how many cars can go out at the track at once. We can't do that here in iRacing, but expect everyone to go right out right away and get some laps in. Get those hot laps in, maybe come in and bolt some new tires on. And that's the other difference from NASCAR is our people here are going to be able to get new tires and go out and put out another lap and really give it a couple shots.
Yeah, well, that's the thing when you come to the online racing. We get a few of the rules, not all the rules, but I think the drivers are going to play it smart. They're going to try and spread themselves out if they realise they're in a bunch. But you definitely want to be sitting behind either LG or L in this case.
Well, let's see how they back up their practice here. It should be pretty tight with everybody out there. It'll be similar conditions to practice. There's the other difference I see in between real NASCAR. At Phoenix, we saw Brad Keselowski speed off a pit road extremely, trying to get out in the front as the group pulls off as the green flag comes out here for qualifying. As you can see, these iRacers needed to keep it under the speed limit to avoid the black flag. But a lot of trucks out right now getting ready to take their first lap.
Well, there you go. I think it's going to work well, this system. A lot of these, as we've said, a lot of these drivers are not fly-by-nighters, they're not rookies. A lot of them know what they're doing. So as long as respect is shown on the back straight, it's definitely going to end up being a great qualifying run.
Times are starting to roll in here. And LG Whaley puts up a good lap, but Earl Lateral, even a better one with a 30.06. And he does back up his practice time.
Yeah, just a little bit slower from his practice, but yeah, give it a couple of laps. Maybe traffic was in the way, but it's definitely shaping up to be a good session.
So the 1-2 guys in practice are 1-2 in qualifying. Earl Lateral is our provisional pole sitter, and LG Whaley on the outside row.
Also,
we got
another name
Kiri
that's,
Morris in third and Matt Cook in fourth.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Mike, another one who's starting to show his hand at the moment is Matt Cook in the 18 truck. And yeah, as you remember from last week, he was definitely a contender. Unfortunately, luck didn't go his way. The dice didn't roll towards him, but he's going to be up there again.
Looks like Don King is having trouble getting some clear track for his lap in the 23. He's out there going side by side. We know it's not fast when you do that.
Yeah, this is when the drivers need to sort of work out what they're doing, and if you're on a hot lap, obviously you should be given the right of way, and if you're on the cool down or warm up lap, you should be getting up high on the banking to make sure you stay out of the way of the faster guys. So. Now Michael Hauser, he's just come through with a qualifying time of 30.182. A little bit slower from his practice, so he's going to be sitting at the moment. He's in fifth.
Yeah, so we have 21 cars so far that have taken time. Earl Lateral in the 12 is our provisional pole sitter with a 30.06. We got 1 minute 30 seconds left. Let's see if these guys can get some final laps in and maybe a crack at the pole here. Oh, we got somebody blown up here.
I think that's the beauty of watching these races when they've open sets, unlike other leagues. It sort of gives the driver a bit more freedom to work with his car or his truck and allow them to run the tape if they want to run the tape, knowing full well what the repercussions could be. So I think this is as close we're going to get to the real thing at the moment, anyway, for me. So.
Well, I was trying to see if anyone was trying to push down that backstretch or do some close drafting. Really didn't see anybody getting together and working on that.
Yeah, I was talking to some drivers earlier in practice, Mike, and both Teddy Wisniewski and Donald King, and they tried to hook up on the back straight to give each other a push, but they just simply said it's a bit too hard, and the risk to reward ratio is not there in their favour at the moment.
So Don King brings it in, P13 for Don. 13 seconds here. Let's see if anybody's got anything for Earl.
I think it's pretty safe to say he'll be on the front row there, and Tyler Edwards has just put in a nice lap too, and in the second, bumping LG back to third.
Boy, Ned Adams bumps himself up to fourth there. Nice lap for Ned with a 30.14. He gets it in right at the end. So Earl Lateral is our pole sitter. Congratulations to Earl. So make sure to join us every Tuesday. You can catch the broadcast at all-pro-racing.com. We have cash prizes available to the winner, including $20 to our winner tonight. Boy, D'Amico's flashing the cash on Facebook and getting these guys riled up, and we're getting the best people showing up, trying to win themselves a lunch here for a free $20 bill.
Also, guys, I'll be in contact with the...
Let's take a look at the starting grid. LG Whaley is our pole sitter in that 99. Pardon me. Yes, LG Whaley, 29. He must have snuck one in there, and I didn't even realize it, over Earl Lateral. But LG Whaley is shown as our pole sitter, 29.96 over Earl Lateral in the second place, 30.06. Starting third is Tyler Edwards in the 7 truck. Starting fourth, Ned Adams in the Canada Wrangler Chevy Silverado. Starting fifth, the 30 Fanatec Motorsports, Kiri Mortis. 6th, Gary Bauer in the 33. 7th, Michael Hauser in the 29. 8th, Matt Cook in that Goodwrench Service Plus Chevy Silverado. Good friend Jonas Hankins running in the number 5 Playseat machine. Starting 10th, John Petrozel in the Carolina machine. We got Herendeen in the Indiana truck. Starting 12th, Chris Pence in the 11 Texas. Mark Montanari in the 26 truck, starting 13th. Don King starting in 14th. Michael in Adams in the 03 will start 15th. 22nd, Teddy Wisniewski in the Underdog Motorsports truck. Shane Sylvester in the 07 Kodak Film will be starting 17th. Rod Ronimus Jr. in the Nationwide Insurance truck on the outside in the 18th spot. Mark Mauso in the 17 Canadian Tire starts on the 19th spot. And rounding out the top 20, Aaron Reeder as they roll off here under the pace car. We have 36 cars qualified here. We'll stop at the top 20 for Colin. Thanks for joining us. Somehow during qualifying we missed LG Whaley, snuck a lap in on me and I didn't even realize it and got the pole. In that Fisher Automotive truck, he's starting on the bottom right where he wants to be. So long race here, 60 laps. Let's see if these guys settle in or if they're going to race hard. I kind of expect some early cautions here. So let's see how this shakes out. Really tight, doubled up here. Good looking start. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitch for the broadcast information at All Pro Racing. Pace car's off. Green, green, green.
We're going racing.
And man, side by side all the way back. Nice looking start. Boy, and Earl Lateral gets it down to the bottom real quick there as LG Whaley takes the lead.
26 trucks took the green flag and all straight at this point in time.
Yeah, we got a nice start here. But Earl getting a lot of pressure there from the 7 truck. The 66 looking on the outside for third.
Caution already.
Caution in the back. It's the 0-0 of Christopher Barrett is in the wall really hard in his pink and green machine. Checking the replay now. He's just riding along on the inside and he washes up to the upper lane and gets loose, and the 96 comes on and runs him down.
Yeah, I think it might have been a case of cold tires and unsure about where your truck's going to be sitting in a group of cars, because it, you know, your heart goes out to things like that. But that's racing, unfortunately.
He had it caught, but then the guy behind him did not even check up for him at all and just got into him. It's going to be damage on both cars there. We're under caution, lap 3. All right, so the 0-0 is on pit road, hoping to get that one reset so he can get back out there. Our leaders do stay out. So the 34 is on pit road. of Aaron Reeder and the 22. Teddy Wisniewski is also on pit road, probably just topping off here. They're at the back. Why not? Let's make sure we can run a few more laps than everybody in front of us. So our leader, LG Whaley, is our leader, and if you recall in our last race last week, he pitted on the first caution and ended up getting caught up in a lot of stuff. I bet you he's thinking about that when he decided to stay out this week. I did not hear a lucky dog called. I don't know if we had anybody a lap down when that went out. Let's see if we can get a word with LG Whaley. Are you ready for the sim?
Clear the mic. Clear the mic, guys.
Yeah, by all means.
Hey, LG Whaley, Mike Ellis up in the booth. You got me?
Hey, Temple, Mike, how are you?
Well, you stuck in a lap there in qualifying at the very end. I even missed it and got the pole. Congratulations on that. But wanted to ask you, last week, I think you pitted on the first caution and ended up getting caught up in a lot of stuff after that. Were you thinking about that when this caution came out and you stayed out?
No, I was working on a different set, and I just wanted to get back in the pack and see how it felt. That was the reason for that.
All right, well, you got the track position. Good luck out there. We'll watch you and see how you do.
Well, there you have it. LG Whaley in the Fisher Automotive from Yuma, Arizona, out front of our race, lap 4 of 60 here. Hopefully we're going to get the 2 to go here, or the 1 to go. Let's see as we cross the line. So all 27 cars on the lead lap here, according to the last time by the scoring stand.
They look to be double filing up, so we should be going racing 1 to go now.
Yep, doubling up here. We'll try this one more time. Looking through this list of drivers, a lot of people here I've raced with before, so a lot of good drivers in here. This will be a competitive race. We just need to get some green flags here. So NASCAR news this week, Bristol. A lot of new names up front. Ricky Stenhouse ran second. Wow, who would have thought? But, you know, hey, racing comes in cycles here.
Yeah, also you had Kyle Larson do his first top 10 finish, which was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, Carl Edwards, I don't think anyone was picking a Roush car to win that race, but he did a great job out there. Congratulations to him. Here we are at Atlanta, though, in iRacing with All Pro Racing. Pace car is about to pull off here, and we're going to bring them back to green. And there they go, green flag.
Pretty even start there, except for a 7 looks like to have checked up a bit there.
Whoa, the 66 makes a move. Ned Adams took second away there from the 12 truck.
Oh, wrecking in the back.
We got Rex in the back. It's still green. They're down below the white. We're still green here, and the 12 is looking for the lead. Oh, and he hits the grass. Meanwhile, the 66, Ned Adams, looking for the lead on the outside of the 99. So we are green. Did not check the replay on that in the back. We'll have to see who that is, but the 66 goes wide has to give up second spot, and the 12 takes second spot. So, all right, well, Alan Larson is with our spinner in the back there, but we continue to be green. 99 LG Whaley is out front. Earl Lateral in the 12 is second. Running third, Ned Adams. Fourth, Tyler Edwards is trying to get by Adams there. Oh, and Adams floats up into the second lane there and gets right into the 7 of Tyler Edwards. Matt Cook is just trying to push that bottom guy through there. And I'm afraid the 7 is hung out to dry on the outside, but he's fighting hard there. They're wrecking in the back here.
3 just did the outside line, and he managed to get to third when he comes around, so he's in front of Ned Adams there. That was good running from the 7 of Tyler Edwards.
Yeah, we're looking to see who wrecked here. The 96 of Skylar Allen is involved.
It looks like the 11 truck of Chris Pants just got into the rear quarter of the 46 of Jason Paradine. Yeah. And there was a truck up against the wall.
Yeah, it looks like the 11 drove it down to try to miss what was happening in front of him and got into somebody down there. One of those, racing deals.
Yeah, the 26 of Mark was up against the wall and created a bit of an issue there for them. He got into the wall coming out of 2, which created a bit of a chain reaction.
I tell you what, that 46 hit a ton. Let's look at pit stops here. Let's see if anyone's pitting. I don't think our leader's pitted, but we do have some cars down on pit road. A lot of these with damage, hoping to use their reset if they have any. So Herondine is on pit road. The 11 of Chris Pence was involved. He's on pit road. The 33.
Yeah, I was about to say Gary Barrett, the 33. There's a bit of a race off pit lane now. Now, unfortunately for these guys, they've only got 1 reset, so 1 quick repair. So
everybody pulling off looks like they've been repaired. So that was a tough break there for several trucks, but luckily they had resets. We're under caution. So let's talk to Chris Pence and see if what he has to say about what happened.
Chris Pence, the 11, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Boy, Chris, we watched that replay, and it looks like something happened in front of you, and you went to the left to try to dodge it. Can you tell us what you saw?
Yeah, there was a truck stuck up on the wall, and I tried to move to the left to clear him and tapped the 46, got him loose, hit him into the wall. My fault.
I tell you what, that 46 hit a ton. But glad to see you guys all got your resets. Hey, you're back out in this thing. It's not over. Hang in there. We'll see how you do.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, the 46 again.
Actually, I think I might try and get through and have a chat to Jason in the 46.
Absolutely. Let's see how he's feeling after that hit. Very reminiscent of the late Dale Earnhardt.
Goes a long ways in one of these guys.
All right, guys. Jason in the 46, it's Andrew up in the booth. You got a copy? Yeah, it's Big 10-4. Now you're sort of in the back of the pack there now, but before you're having a good run, and when you came out of the back straight, tell us what happened.
I'm not really sure. Had a good run on the truck next to me. Just got on the back stretch there and got spun around. I really didn't even know who did it. Truck started spinning. Got a little work to do now though. Lost several spots in that, but I got a good truck, so it's gonna be fun.
Well, with the fact now that you've just used your reset, is it going to change your game plan? How are you going to get back up there, or?
I'm definitely gonna not be so aggressive. Take my time here a little bit.
All right, Jason. Well, thank you for the time and best of luck to you. We're about to go green, so yep, tighten your belts and check your gauges, mate. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. We got 25 cars on the lead lap. Alan Larson has shown 1 lap down. He's at the tail end. But LG Whaley is our leader as they double up here on the backstretch. And we're going to try this again, folks. 48 laps remaining. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing.
I think we should just take a quick moment just to thank our sponsors for this this occasion this evening. Michelangelo Painting from Arizona for putting the money up for the prize. So thank you very much for the guys there at Michelangelo's.
Well, I tell you what, there must be a lot of houses that need painted in Arizona because D'Amico was flashing the cash on Facebook trying to get these guys fired up. And here we go. Pace car's off. LG Whaley takes them down in that Fisher Automotive truck. Green flag. These guys are tired of caution. They want to get green here. Let's see if they can work it out and not wreck. Earl Lateral is trying to get to the bottom there. The 7 cuts him a little slack and he slips it in, but decides to go to the inside of LG Whaley. And 12 of Earl Lateral has got the position.
He just forced LG just to come up a little bit, and he got the inside run there, and he's low.
Boy, so what a wash-up job there in front of him. And then Ned Adams looking for third. He's trying it on the outside.
All the trucks are still trying to find their positions in the group.
These top 10 are starting to string out just a little bit as they're still side by side back there in the back. And 12 gives way. Earl Lateral goes high. LG Whaley takes our lead again, and the 7 follows through. Tyler Edwards up to second.
Oh, we got someone through the grass, but it's all good. Green flag. Now this is where you're going to start seeing, if we get a long run here, Mike, this is where you're going to start seeing what the cars are doing. Are the people going to be cutting down low and using up their tyres, or are they going to sort of be running a mid to high track?
Well, so far it looks like they've been racing hard here since the green. 45 laps to go here, but we're starting to string out the top 10 here. The 1, 2, 3, nose to tail, LG Whaley, Tyler Edwards, Earl Lateral.
We're about to come up
Ned Adams.
About to come up and lap the 00 truck of Christopher Barrett. I hope there's some communication there between the front group and Chris V. Looks like he's going up high, so he's staying out of the way, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I'd heard from the spotter that Chris had 7 minutes of repairs on his truck. He had already used his reset, I believe, on the first caution. So
yeah, he just got into the wall there going through the trial too, so the truck mustn't be working too well for him, but he's trying to keep it out there, and that's good, you know.
Well, very good sportsmanship, keeping it high and letting these guys go by as they race here for the win, the $20. So let's set the field. LG Whaley is our leader. Earl Lateral is right on him, literally drafting in second place, and it almost looks like Earl is content to ride there. So just as you predicted, Andrew, maybe they're going to start riding. Tyler Edwards in third, about a car length back. Somebody hit the wall here.
Someone's hit the wall. They're all going to the inside on the back straight there.
I believe it was the 30 of Kerry Morris tapped the wall there. They all dived down. So Ronnie Royal gets around for the 4th spot.
We're a third of the way through the race, and if this stays like this, they're going to start managing all their tyres.
Well, when you cut to the bottom lane in the corners, yeah, you're using up your rubber for sure here at Atlanta. But up front, boy, Earl Lateral, he knows he's got to push that LG, and I'm afraid Earl's probably getting haughty. It's almost like Daytona. Let's see if we can see Earl's temperature gauge here, but man, he finally brings it up high to get some air. It looks like he hits the wall.
He just brushed the wall then, didn't he?
Man.
Now that's driving on the limit.
Looks like Tyler Edwards cuts him a break there, but the 31 allows Ronnie Royal to get right up here with the top three. So we got our top four nose to tail. Kerry Morris in fifth, and then quite a ways back to sixth and seventh, Ned Adams and Mark Masua. I believe Ned Adams is probably put in the category of burning up his tires early.
Yeah, he was a very strong contender in the early stages of this sprint, and he's just falling back a little bit, but I wouldn't count anyone out yet.
So up front, looks like these top four are content to ride in line. You can tell they're getting runs. You can tell they're letting off the throttle to stay in line. And that's what, LG wants to see. Let's click off some of these laps. 38 laps to go. All right, so let's do a through the field to take a look at our top drivers here. LG Whaley, Earl Lateral in second, Tyler Edwards in the iRacing truck. Oh, Earl Lateral real hard into the wall. I wonder if he blew a right front. Let's take a replay on that. It just looked like
he got a bit tight going mid-corner there and just pushed straight up.
Okay, taking a look at Earl in the Moot by Mammoet truck. Coming off of 1 and 2 there. I was watching his hands and it doesn't look like they were moving, but he still just pushes up into the wall there. A tough break for Earl.
He's got some bad damage on the front right, the mid, around the door, and the rear right. So he's not looking good at the moment.
Yeah, well, I think the good news is I don't believe he's pitted yet, so he should have his reset still.
Yeah, that's a banged up truck, and how he's still managing to, he's losing the front group ever so slightly, but he's not falling in the clutches of Kerry Morris yet. Only time will tell, however.
Yeah, he's back to fourth here, so let's try to reset the field again. LG Whaley's our leader. Tyler Edwards up to second, the iRacing.com truck, and Ronnie Royal is taking a look on the inside. He takes that spot in that black Chevy Silverado. Ronnie Royal up to second. Fourth, Earl Lateral. We just saw his issues there.
Now there was a fly-by nighter, someone who flew under the radar for most of practice and qualifying, and that's Ronnie Royal. He wasn't really much making such a song and dance in qualifying, but he's definitely got a truck to run with the pack at the moment. He, believe it or not, he didn't even qualify, so he's a rear field.
Yeah, no practice either. So no good run for Ronnie. So back to fourth place was Earl Lateral as he loses that spot to Kerry Morris. Wait a minute, I'm confused. Right, and then fifth place is Kerry Morris. And then we have in the sixth spot, Mark Massoa in the Canadian Tire Tide truck.
Oh, someone's just pulled down low. It looked to be Earl Lateral again. Maybe still got some issues going on there. Coming out of two, he just skimmed the wall again. But going back to
Yeah.
what you're saying there, Mike, the 18 truck sitting back in 7th spot, Mac Cook, something's just telling me if I was a betting man, I'd be putting $1 on him.
Well, he's on the lead lap, so you can't count out Matt Cook. I'm sure he's just riding right now. Back to 8th, Ned Adams continues his slide back. Remember, he was running top 3 at the beginning of the run there. And the 34 is going to get that spot. Aaron Reeder is on his inside.
Yeah, the group back to, what is it, 7th, back to 11th, 12th. They're sort of all over a little pack there, having their own little battle.
Well, they can't decide who's going to lead the group, and when they get side by side, the 2 gets up into the wall hard, and the 3 has to take evasive action there. Todd McDuffie in the Jiffy Lube is running 10th. So Rod Romanus Jr., he actually had damage. He's pulling down on the pit road, and
he's lost it into
going
pit
on the
lane.
pit road.
Oh, that's
Tough
a
break for
shame.
Rod.
He's torn up badly, that number 2 truck there.
All right. Well, we actually have Rod Romanus Sr. and Rod Romanus Jr. in the race.
Wow,
Romanus Jr. is the one with the issues. He is coming back out off of pit lane in that Nationwide Insurance truck. Senior, Dad, I assume, is running 15th out there on the lead lap, 16 seconds back from the leader in the Bass Pro Shops.
Well, at the moment, you've got LG Laley coming up to lap the 36 of Linwood Dickerson.
And Linwood gets in the wall.
Yeah, and Dickerson made it hard for Tyler Edwards to get round, and Tyler Edwards has had to take evasive action to the grass.
Boy, Tyler loses a ton of track position there, but saves the truck.
If this
break
keeps
for
on,
Tyler.
we're gonna start seeing some green flag pit stops.
Boy, we love that. But LG Whaley has a lead now with the problems that the 7 of Tyler Edwards had. He's got a nice little lead over Ronnie Royal running second, 1.2 seconds back.
Oh.
And we got a spin and a caution.
The 36 looks like he got into was that the 30?
It was the 36 involved. Let's take a replay on the 36. Linwood Dickerson.
Yeah, it looked like the 36 just drove straight up into the 30.
It's the 7 was trying to get around, and he actually kind of pushed the 36 a little bit, and it knocked the 36 up into the second lane. But somebody was there, the 03 of Michael N. Adams.
Oh, the 03. Sorry, I had him down as the 30. So
It looks like the 7 didn't actually touch the 36 there, but anyway, those guys are wrecked. All right, let's go back to live action and look at pit road here and see who comes down. I expect all the leaders to be pitting. Oh, we were wrecking under caution. The 96 just got into the 31. And the 31 of Ronnie Royal is all wrecked up. I'm not sure what in the heck has happened to him. But all of our leaders are on pit roads. Let's cover these stops. Going to be 4 tires and fuel for everybody, including our leader, LG Whaley. He's got that first pit stall down at the very end, which is an advantage because you can get out quick.
Earl's in, getting his repairs.
And I
Tyler's
tell
in.
you what, the 12 is happy to get in and get some repairs as well, I'm sure, of Earl Lateral.
Everyone at the moment, Mark, has gone for 4 tires, and no one's doing a gamble on the 2. Everyone's gone 4.
The 30 and the 31 beat the 99 off pit road there. So we'll reset the field when they cross the line here. All of our leaders taking 4 tires and fuel there. I'm going to take a replay here of Ronnie Royal and see what happened to him. Lap 29, Ronnie Royal being followed by the 7 of Tyler Edwards. And it looks like Ronnie just pushed up into the wall real hard there. Flatten that baby out, but a good thing he had a reset. He is reset, still on the lead lap, running P11. So the 7 of Tyler Edwards getting involved in a few different incidents here.
I'm guessing he's starting to get a little bit frustrated. He was having a good run with LG, and until the 36 lap car wasn't really playing very well with them, and sort of made it a bit difficult. But we'll try and see if we can get down and have a chat with Tyler if we could.
Yeah, go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, Tyler, it's Andrew up in the booth, mate. Been watching your progress throughout the race. You know, you've been sort of hanging around the top pack, and now you're up there with LG, and then you sort of got caught up. Do you mind just giving us your insights on what happened?
Yeah, I was just kind of riding behind LG and keeping a good pace. I wasn't trying to push too hard. We caught him to a lap car, and he was holding LG up a little bit, so I thought if I went high, I could, mainly, try and get a run, but it was, I got loose, went through the infield, kept it going, and I lost a few spots, but truck's in one piece and didn't get any damage, so I'm still in the game.
Now, what do you think in regards to, I'm seeing a lot of you guys up the front. We had a good run with Roy Royal was up there, Earl Lateral was up there, all trying to crack LG. Do you think you have the truck that it's going to take to crack him?
Well, I think there are a couple guys in here that have, I think there are a couple guys in here that can get him. It's just getting him at the right time, at the right place. It's kind of like a chess match, so you just got to pick your time, and the draft is so important in these trucks, so it's tough. But I think I got something.
Well, Tyler, thank you very much for your time. Better buckle up those belts, check them, and best of luck to you.
So there you go. Lots of storylines developing here. We have 18 cars on the lead lap. We had a couple drivers take their truck behind the wall. Shane Sylvester is behind the wall. Christopher Barrett has parked it as well. Kerry Morris in the 30 is our leader. He did beat LG off of pit road, and Ronnie Royal in the 31 also beat LG off. Ronnie had to use his reset because the 96 ran into him there on the caution getting on the pit lane. We're about ready to go back to green here. So everyone's got the same tires and fuel. We ought to have a great race here to the end. 22 laps to go. Pace car's off, green flag. And Kerry Morris gets a great start there. The inside lane looks preferred, but LG Whaley trying to push him through. These guys on the outside are racing their guts out, trying to hold the line.
And now when they went down pit lane, Mike, I was watching all the trucks, and it looked to me everyone took 4, but now after they came out of that, out of the pits there, with the fact you had Kerry in the 30 and Ronnie in the 31, perhaps they only went 2.
Lateral and Royal are bumping doors there. Looks like the 12 now has some damage there on the right front of Earl Lateral because he's banging doors with the 31 of Ronnie Royal, who's fighting on the outside to hold his position there in third. So side by side for the lead, LG finally gets the inside there on the 30 of Kerry Morris, and LG's got the position. He's going to be in first spot. 12's going to follow through Earl Lateral. And the 31 of Ronnie Royal is just fuming. He has nowhere to go. He's caught up behind the 30 of Kerry Morris.
Well, this is when all of a sudden laps have just gone out the window there. We're now just crossed over lap 42 of 60, so only 18 laps to go. This is when, if we're going to keep it green, we need to make a break.
Everyone ducks low there as somebody gets in the wall. I didn't catch who. Oh, we got to spin. The 31 is around and up into the wall. We're under caution.
Unlucky for Ronnie. Oh! He got collected very...
So let's take a replay of the 31 of Ronnie Royal.
And it's taking a few trucks out now, getting into the tri-oval.
They're coming down the backstretch here, and the 34, it gets on the inside, but the 31 gives him no room at all. They're side by side. They come up and touch. Looks almost like net code, just a bit, but they're so close that really they were going to hit anyway. So the 31 is on the outside. He gets spun up into the wall.
And the truck that rolled over, Mike, was the 36 of Linwood Dickerson. His truck went for a big flight, and he's currently sitting down pit road with a blown motor, unfortunately.
The 36, get a replay of that, he actually leaves the track. It looks like he flies up and over pit road and over pit wall into the garage area. Taking a look from a blimp shot, I can't imagine the air that Linwood has got there. Wow, impressive. He doesn't clear the wall. He does land down on pit road and actually pulls it right into his stall.
No, I believe I just heard over the mics. He was actually speaking with his crew chief. He's a bit short from his stall, but they can't get to him to push him to help him because he's got a blown motor. So I think he's going to be putting that truck behind pit walls very shortly.
Looks like Don King does a lazy spin and gets semi involved there, but it goes down to the grass and saves his truck. A couple other people involved. Tough break. Back to live action. Let's see if these guys pit. We're coming around to the pit road entrance for the leaders now. I would think 17 laps to go. This is a tough call. Looks like our leaders are staying out. There's 19 cars on the lead lap. I would think at least some of them would come down and get some fresh tires. If you're near the end, you have nothing to lose. Looks like there's a couple takers near the end.
Well, they're good at the back
Allen.
of the pack. Yeah, at the back of the pack, you got really nothing to lose, as you said. It's just the way it's sort of playing out at the moment. But these guys, they've put a lot of laps of green laps racing on these tires. Well, not a lot, but they've put a fair few on there. So if whoever takes the gamble, it looks like Teddy Wisniewski came down to pit road in the 22.
Yeah, I like that strategy. He's going to pass at least 10 trucks, I predict, with his new tires.
Teddy Wisniewski is one of the members of the Underdogs for Life race team. And it looks like he's having one of them days today. He's always been caught up in every accident that's happened. And he's actually a good driver, and it's a shame to see him there.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm surprised not more people came down for tires on this caution. But it looks like everyone up front on the same tire strategy is going to be right down to the driver.
10-4, it'll be fun.
12.
All right, well, good luck out there, Earl. Bring it home.
Thank you.
All right, well, that was Earl Lateral out there in the 12 machine. We saw him door slamming with Ronnie Royal. who's now down 2 laps. So tough break for Ronnie, coming in here running real good, top 5 up there after no practice or qualifying, but now shown 2 laps down.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, the fact that the damage the 12 has got, he's still up there, and I think that's he's it doesn't matter what's going to happen to Earl tonight. He's going to pull that truck, push it, kick it, whatever he needs to do to get it across that line, definitely in front of the 99 of LG.
This is going to be a great restart. Well, thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing. Make sure to join us at our website. You can get all the information at all-pro-racing.com. Thanks to Michelangelo's Painting in Phoenix, Arizona for the cash. Flash the cash on Facebook. But it's real cash, folks, and the winner's going to get $20. Pace car's off. LG Whaley, can he hold it? Green, green, green.
He's got a good jump already, Mike. Straight away when the green flags drop, his truck is almost cleared past the 12 of Earl.
Boy, Earl shoves it down there in the second spot. The 7, Tyler Edwards really cut him a break, but that outside lane is not where you want to be right now.
I thought the outside lane was going to start working as the race wore on, but it doesn't look like it's going to do any of such. Thought it's the inside line to have.
14 laps to go. This is a sprint race to the end. LG Whaley looking strong, pulling a gap over Earl Lateral, who still has some right front damage in second.
Earl's really holding that tight line down the white line, making sure that the Tyler Edwards in the 7, he's trying to make his truck 3 times wider so Tyler can't get past.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 lined up, but then they're side by side for 5th spot back here. Matt Cook is making his move. He's got it. He's on the inside there. He's going to take that spot away from Kerry Morris as Kerry continues to slide back on the outside.
Another person to be watching for is the 34 truck of Aaron Reeder.
Absolutely.
He's another one of
Aaron Reeder's right there in 4th and looking strong. Looks like Kerry Morris got into Matt Cook a little bit there, and everyone had to check up behind Kerry. Mark Massou makes the move to the inside there. They're all stacked up. The 66 gets on the apron.
Almost 3 wide through turn 3.
Rod Romanus Jr. making his way back through there after being wrecked early in that Nationwide truck. But side by side back here, racing hard. Yeah. But LG Whaley continues to hold the lead and pulling a gap.
This is where the 12 truck of Earl looks to be helping LG. Oh, we've got one in the wall in turn 3.
Caution is out. And we got a couple spinners. Oh, and they're still wrecking under caution. Number 5, Jonas Hankins, is involved and actually takes his car behind the pit wall there. I'm looking at a replay of Jonas Hankins to see what happened. He gets into the 27 of Alan Larson. A couple lap cars there. Alan kind of drove it down, and I don't think Jonas knew he was there. Alan Larson goes around. There's multiple incidents here, too.
Yeah, it looks like the 5 of Jonas was committed to the inside, and Alan's come down in the 27 truck, and
well, it almost looks like he got a little loose there, but after that, you know, the 96 decides to spin the 5. I'm not sure what that's about. So Skylar Allen Sr., I'm sure the tower is gonna take a serious look at that 96 truck.
yeah, I'm on board with Skylar now, and he's going through the corner quite easily, and out of nowhere it just turns right.
So the 96 blows it and gets removed from the race by the NASCAR.
I think that's when, yeah, you got to sort of take your hats off to the officials for doing the right thing. It's unfortunate it had to happen like that, but you know.
Yeah, that certainly looks intentional. It was under caution. You know, if it was under green, I might look a little differently at that. But yeah, that's not cool. So we race like professionals here at All Pro Racing and expect these guys to race as professionals. LG Whaley is our leader. 9 laps to go here.
Now, what are they going to do with tires here? And nothing. They're going straight past.
They go right past the road, pit road entrance there. So a couple guys in the back pitting, but they're damaged and laps down. So all the lead lappers staying out. Still a little surprised by that. I would expect at least half of them to come down and get tires. At least I would. Kind of surprised.
Well, quite often it works the way of the old, you know, monkey see, monkey do. If you get, you said that the leader is going to stay out and you're in second, you dive down pit road, 99.9% of the time you're going to get the rest of the field diving down with you, which is going to leave the leader a sit and duck when we go back to racing. Unfortunately, looks like everyone's giving each other a bit of respect there and not trying to undertake them like that.
All right. Why don't you try to get a word with Matt Cook? As you predicted, our sleeper has got up here to the top 5 with 8 laps to go. See what he thinks, if he's got anything for LG.
Matt Cook, you got the mic, mate? It's Andy up in the booth.
Yeah, go ahead, Andrew.
How's your heart rate going? You've had a bit of an interesting day today. You qualified 8th. In practice, you were sitting around 8th as well, and right now you're going to be sitting in 5th in the top 5. How are you? What's your plan? Like you're starting to bring this truck on?
Yeah, I really, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know. Just kidding. No, the truck was not to my liking at the beginning. It wasn't to my liking in the practice, and once the race started, I pitted early to adjust on it a little bit. And you know, because we got to keep up with LG up there, we all know that. But the truck was kind of junk, and I wasn't happy with it. So I took it in, made some changes, wholesale, and we'll see what happens. I still don't think it handles, but it's not fast. It's just not fast. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if we can catch it.
Well, it sounds like you got your hands full there and are coming out of the top 5. Just a quick one too. I noticed no one went down pit lane just then to check out, you know, for new rubber. Everyone's happy with the car they've got, truck they've.
You're breaking up there, bud.
No, it's okay. You're about to go racing. Good luck, mate. You check those belts, and good luck to you, and hopefully you bring it home.
Yeah, 10-4. Thanks, guys.
And there you have it. Matt Cook is starting on the inside. I'm sure he's breathing a sigh of relief on that. That outside lane is not the place to be, but Mac will be on the inside, 3rd car back. But LG Whaley's bringing them down. They're doubled up here, and 7 laps to go. This could be the race for the win right here. Remember, we talked to Tyler Edwards in the 7iRacing.com truck, and he said he might have something for Earl here. He's in the right spot, right there in 3rd, right where he wants to be to make a run at this. Pace car is off. Green flag, green flag.
Yeah, you're spot on right there, Mike. I mean, right now, even though, you know, LG's been doing a fantastic job, and I'm not taking any credit away from LG, he's sort of the benchmark with the truck racing at the moment. And a lot of these other guys are sort of trying to take him away from that benchmark there. It's got to be anyone's race. So look, you've seen LG's out there. Tyler got the jump into 2nd. You've got Matt Cook following through in 3rd. So you're going to hit him to turn 3. Mike, what do you think?
Well, I tell you what, the 17 of Mark Masur made a move there and got down to the inside. Now he's up to 4th. What a move. He's looking on 3rd on the 18 of Matt Cook. But here's Tyler Edwards. He got a run on the inside. Oh, he's down to the apron. He can't make it done. He falls back. Oh,
wow. That was
boy,
close.
did he make a run, and he has lost his position. He's all loose there.
Spinning
in the back. They're wrecking. Caution's out.
We have
34 is involved with Aaron Reeder. Tough break. Let's take a replay.
You know, Aaron Reeder
Oh, it looks like Don King pushes up. Don King in dirty air there, pushes up. and the 2 truck is right there. He moves up, but the 34 doesn't realize it, doesn't move up, and Aaron Reeder spins and collects a bunch of cars there. The 23's involved, the 26. The
Well, that's a
34
race.
is on its side.
That's a race. So, unfortunately, Ronnie Royal, after a good run he had, the truck's been taken behind the wall. Same with Aaron Reeder. Unfortunately, we also, Gary Bauer's taken it behind. Earl Lateral has also gone behind the wall. So a lot of people were taken out in that wreck.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Earl. I thought the wreck was behind him.
Man, my in-car was off and did a complete barrel roll.
Not sure, but Earl pulled it down and parked it. Didn't see him get involved in anything, but he is off track. So LG Whaley is our leader. 3 laps remain. Will we get back to green? The other thing is, will they pit? I'm pretty sure they won't pit based on what we've seen already.
I believe that's the race.
Race analysis here. 3 laps to go. 6 cautions and 5 lead changes. LG Whaley showing the way. Looking pretty good out there. Let's take a replay, if we have time, of the 7 truck and his run on the leader there of LG Whaley. Lap 56, going into 1 there. The 7 truck going on lap 56, going in there into 1 on LG Whaley, and right on the bumper there, going down the straight. And he swipes it in there on the inside and just forces his bumper in, but it's just not enough. But a tough break for 7 of Tyler Edwards. He gave it his all there. Wasn't quite enough to get LG Whaley. But I'll tell you what, LG Whaley earned it.
Well, absolutely, Mike. I mean, he had a lot of contenders fighting him all race. Nothing was easy for him, but he just managed to always have a truck, and his ability of driving that truck, the absolute wheels of it, to keep himself in front. And that's why LG is the man.
Well, especially here in Atlanta. When I first started running in iRacing, I'd run with the Old Farts League, and he was always in there, and he was always up front here at Atlanta. And learned a lot by following him around here. He is a mentor to a lot of these guys out here. So looks like there's 2 laps to go. Looks like we are not going to go back to green as they're not doubled up. So 12 cars on the lead lap. You know, Andrew, your pick almost made it. Matt Cook, he's up to 2nd.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going on any other preference or any other point except for the fact that history has shown this guy is, you'd almost call him like a closer in a way. He always seems to put his truck somewhere towards the end to make a move, and he was doing the exact same thing tonight. You just got to look at these
probably wishes he would have came to the front a little bit sooner. Considering all these late cautions here, he just didn't have enough laps.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the race as they turned on and so forth, you would have thought we would have started getting less and less cautions as the race wore on. But unfortunately, Mike, it's the way of racing, and it happened. So this is the last lap.
We are on the last lap. Let's go ahead and do our driver interviews now.
Yeah, you want to jump in there and have a chat with LG?
Yeah, I'll take 1st and 3rd, and you take 2nd.
Hey, G, nice racing with you guys.
Yeah. All right.
All right, we're going to the sim.
Hey, LG Whaley, Mike Ellis up in the booth here. Congratulations on the win. Boy, I tell you what, you earned it out there in that Fisher Automotive truck.
Yeah, Mike, these boys are good racers. I really enjoy it. They race you clean, but they race you hard, and that's all you can ask for in a race.
Boy, tell me about that last restart. Tyler Edwards in the 7 was really setting you up going down into 1 there, right on your bumper. He got to the inside, but he just touched the apron enough that you were able to hold it. But that was the winning move.
Yeah, I knew what he was going to do. I'd have done the same thing. He didn't do anything dirty. He just tried to root me out of the way, and that's what you expect from a good racer.
Well, I tell you what, that was some good racing. I agree. You sure entertained us up here in the booth and the fans watching on the broadcast. But congratulations. What are you going to do with that $20 cash?
I'm going to donate it back to y'all so you can put on more of these.
Well, that's neat to hear. Very cool. Congratulations, LG. Hope to see you back here every week.
Yeah, 10-4, Mike. Appreciate your host, bud. What do you want to...
All right. You have anybody you want to thank or say hi to? You have anybody you want to say hi or say thanks to?
Yeah, Fisher Automotive. He sponsors us, and he sponsors the Old Farts League, and we really appreciate it.
All right, 10-4.
All right, Andrew, you want to hit up Matt Cook and talk about his run?
Matt Cook, you got a mic, buddy?
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
Well, I made a bit of a prediction early on in the race that you're going to be the man I was going to put $1 on, and you came very close to doing so. Well done on a great second place position here tonight. And tell me your thoughts. Like, how are you feeling? You've got to be happy with that. You've worked hard for it. It hasn't come easy.
Yeah, 10-4, I appreciate it. No, I feel good. I mean, basically, LG, let's just say Kyle Busch does. So he had the truck to beat. I mean, I know a lot of people were saying, we're going to get up there, and I'm sure they did, but LG's the man right now. He's the Kyle Busch of this race, basically. I hate to say that because I don't like Kyle Busch. But anyway, it was a tough race. I had a bit of a battle, but, a little bit of adversity and being patient and staying clean, and we're here. So, here we are.
No, that's fantastic. I mean, good to see you back racing again in the AC Delco truck and getting it back up again in the top 3. Do you have anyone to thank?
Yeah, I just want to thank, I want to say RCR, AC Delco, Chevrolet, my family for putting up with me doing this. And all you racers out there that race clean and race hard. and Rod and those guys, they know who they are. But those guys race hard, they race clean. They're out here every night honing their craft, and I'm just trying to keep up with those guys.
Yeah, right. Gotcha. Thank you so much again, and it's great to watch you. Mike, you want to look after
just real
third
quick,
place?
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Oh,
I I really appreciate it. I don't know where it came from, but I owe you $1 evidently.
You're the man, man. Well, there you go, and quite a comparison to LG Whaley to Kyle Busch. Wow. Hey, Mark Masso, and I hope I didn't butcher your name, Mark. In the 17 truck, you got me out there?
Everything was good on my side.
Well, I tell you what, podium finish, congratulations. I think you had the best move on that last restart. You got down to the inside there somehow, some way in front of Kerry Morris. Tell us how your race went.
Well, actually, I had one heck of a good run there in turn 1, and the 7 just came up to me. Tyler just came up to me, and I had to back off. And while I was backing off, the truck was biting, so down I went. And ended up in 3rd just before the caution. So everything was great. I had the truck. The PRN Canadian Tire truck just did the job, and too bad that we couldn't race the last 2 laps.
Well, I tell you what, you would have had good position starting 3rd. You might have been able to make a run there, but just ran short of laps. But hey, great run out there. Congratulations on your 3rd place. You have anyone you want to thank or say hi to?
Just say hi to everybody out there. Thanks for watching, and let's race again.
All right. Nice to hear from you. I hope to see you next week. I hope to see all you guys cash to the winner every week and on the 5th week double cash. So we'll see you then at All Pro Racing.
So there you have it, guys. Interview with the top 3 podium finish drivers. LG Whaley takes home the cash. So let's take a look at our finishing results. LG Whaley brings it home, gets the pole, wins the practice, everything, just like Matt Cook said, he Kyle Bushed him. If that's a verb. Matt Cook is second, Mark Massou in third, Tyler Edwards ran fourth, Kerry Morris in fifth, Ned Adams brought it back to sixth, and Rod Romanus Jr. After some early wrecks up there to seventh, Todd McDuffie eighth, John Ward ninth, Rod Romanus Sr. Finishes in the top 10, and the final car on the lead lap, my good friend Don King out there in the 23. So great race, Andrew. Thanks for joining us. We saw a lot of good racing there, just as we expected.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a fantastic race, and I like the fact that I almost made a buck out of that race. But hey, it was fantastic. I cannot wait for next week. I hope we get some more people. It was very nice of what LG did by donating the money back. Maybe we'll see a bit more money next week. We might even see a $30 race. Who knows?
I know. Maybe he started a trend here. So we'll have to see how it goes, and we'll have to gently remind our future winners about that and see what we can do. But great racing. I love doing this. My family asks you, what the heck are you doing? But I tell you what, I'm a race fan, and this is racing. I'm telling you, this is as good as it gets, live or otherwise. So All Pro Racing, that's what you need to remember. Make sure to find us on Facebook. Make sure to join us every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. And we'll be racing the trucks on one of the big ovals, and there'll be cash involved because D'Amico flashes that cash on Facebook. So make sure to join us on Facebook, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, Andrew.
Mike, thank you very much. Just before we go, I just want to thank you obviously for tonight. All Pro Racing, Michelangelo Painting Arizona, and everyone else who's put on a great show tonight. This is fantastic, guys. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. We'll see you next time. Take care.